Hi, everybody. Welcome. Welcome, Jean. I'm so glad to have you here today.
Thanks, Teri. Hi, everybody. So
Um,
nice to hang out with you in the morning. I love, there's not a lot of people you can get in the morning, but
right? Yeah, it's always fun to have you here. You know what? Does that intro sound wonky to you? I was laughing during it. I was like, it sounds like it speeds up and then slows down.
oh, no, it didn't, but I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes things sound wonky, which is a good lead into this show. So, first off, I want to welcome SunPsychic Jean to the
Thank
show. She's amazing, and everybody here knows her. So, and my name is Teri, and my channel is Holding Your Space. And we're going to talk about um, synchronicities and spirit guides and magic. And I feel like, I mean, you can call it whatever you want: synchronicities, magic, angel energy. There's so much that's coming in right now and just recognizing it. But sometimes things sound different, and just resonating with that and noticing it because it's the different things that I think a lot of times bring magic to our lives.
I agree. I agree. And we get into a routine and we have an expectation and we're not really paying attention or paying as close of attention. And it's that little nuance, it's that little subtle difference is a message or, just something to heighten our awareness and focus and stay and keep us in the now moment and not somewhere in our, analytical brain.
Yeah, our reactive brain, right? That's kind of the thing today for me is reacting and noticing that sometimes when we're in witnessing awareness, we're just watching, and it's a completely different vibe than reacting. Like if you see a bird fly over, um, my thing is the big winged ones. I always ask for one when I go outside, and when they come in, I'm always like, sometimes I would be like, oh my God, come closer, come closer. And now I just kind of try to witness and watch them. Um, and it does change the vibe of it. It really does. Just to enjoy the moment. So I want to say hi to a few people. Amanda Carroll, hello, darling. Mangled Unicorn, hi, Jacqueline. Rush, Mary, hey, Mary. And Mary Starshine, Andrea, good morning, spiritual sisters. Yeah, good to see you. Edward Keith, hey, Edward. Michelle and Pooja, hi, Pooja. How are you doing today? I love that picture she has. It's gorgeous. So, yeah, so there's a lot coming in of energy right now. I just started reading this old book by Radley Valentine yesterday,
Oh,
and it's about the magic and recognizing synchronicities in our life. And originally, the title was Recognizing the Genies in Our Life. Like, I dream of Jeannie or whatever. But that we all have that magic inside us. So he's funny. I've never read one of his books before.
that's great. I haven't either. No. Um, but I thank God that they put those thoughts, feelings, and ideas into words on paper at that point in time because it is magic, but it was so new and unusual at that time. Where we read it now, and we're like, yeah, that happens. Like we evolved and progressed, and we see it a little bit differently. But I always say my spirit guides are really good at telling me to go back to the basics, go back to the basics, start over again, because now that we know what we know, we've experienced what we've experienced, that those basic lessons will mean so much more or teach us something different in the level at where we come from now than where we were before. I don't know if I told you, I used to listen to Deepak a lot, and I would like understand like every third word he would say or something. I knew it was meaningful. I knew it was important for, for your awareness and the what he wanted to point you at, and to understand, what part to focus on. but it really just went over my head. But I knew that when I listened to it, the energy and the frequency and what I did grasp from the little that I did grasp from it was important for me to integrate. It was, and I just couldn't retain. His information is so densely packed with with concepts and ideas. And like, he doesn't like say an idea and then give you scenarios or give you stories. He does idea after idea after idea. And you're like, wow.
Yeah, he takes you down a new vortex every time, I think.
Mm-hmm.
It's interesting. When I first started listening to Deepak, well, the first time I saw him, this is a funny story. My dad wanted me to go see him with him, and he was here at Unity Temple in KC. And it was the same night as a big sale that Nordstrom's has, this big department store here. And I was like, well, I don't know. There's the anniversary sale or Deepak. Which one will it be? But I'm really glad I made the choice to go see Deepak. And I followed him for a while, but seeing him in person, he is that witnessing awareness that we talk about, where we're watching things and we're not reacting. It's very soft. And it's so gentle. And it's just like, oh, okay, I'm coming home and I'm listening. But he did talk about things. He has a consistent message that went way over my head so many times. And then I'd see him 20, 30 years later and I'd think, oh, I get it. I get that now. And now he's moved on and he's talking more about the simulation.
I think that you froze, Teri. Does anybody see Teri freezing? I think Teri froze. Did you guys see me? Oh, there you go.
Now we do.
Yeah. Okay.
Sorry about that, guys. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're fine now. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, sorry about that. We've had a lot of storms here.
Oh.
Yeah, my house is 100 years old, so every once in a while it gets a little quirky.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you were just saying about Deepak and the subtle awareness and expanding your, putting it all into words and describing it. That's really his magic. And I think that if I were to go see him in person, it would be different, because he's actually, when you listen to a book on tape or some of his sermons, so to speak,
yeah.
I think they cut some of the pauses where the book is continuous, where if he was standing up in front of you and talking, I think it would be more conversational and a little more pauses in there, I think. Yeah.
Yeah, but he's still pretty quick. I don't know. It still goes zoom. And I love this. Everybody's saying that they heard simulation and then nothing. So that's a good point about what we're going to talk about today. So, and we're going to take questions too, you guys. But looking at signs or the magic as we walk around during the day, and like the simulation. So probably this is just a point of the simulation. Hi, Nancy Jean. That we look at that and notice that there are all sorts of breaks in the simulation right now. Like, you might look at the sky and you can see things up there and notice that something has changed. You might see the in-between. So, and a lot of people are seeing things on their technology right now. Like, their technology is going haywire, and they'll see the programming of the computer or the laptop or whatever. And, or you'll hear the crickets. Your house gets invaded by crickets. So just really interesting things happening for everybody. Yeah. Anyway, and we're also going to talk about who's bringing those messages. So sometimes it might be the matrix, that the matrix is changing. A lot of people say that we've got this in front of us. And I do feel like the more that we notice the magic, that things do slow down a bit, and we see the in-between. And for me, it's all about the in between right now. So
it's beautiful. You know, it's the impact and the feeling and the shift in the frequency that you can actually pick up if you are discerning. Um, like if you were to see, the other day, I was asking for a sign, and not only did I see a dragonfly, I saw two dragonflies. I think they were mating, and they were on top of one another, and they were like stuck together flying. And I'm like, thank you. But it was not just that it was a dragonfly, it was that I stopped and I could feel like, oh, look at this, or oh, this means something. It's ever so subtle and it's ever so slight, but it's like, you know, when you look at it, you know, when you see it, that it is it has meaning behind it. And it's that subtle change or shift in the energy.
yeah, and that's a really good point, because we talk about the senses, our five senses that we seem to know about, but a lot of scientists say we have, like, hundreds senses actually. We've got all sorts of different ways that we sense things, but our clairs are our subtle senses, and noticing that in between, and noticing that break in the matrix, or that magic of the two dragonflies flying together like that in front of you, and you'd ask for that and you notice it, and it does change our clairs. It does make us more aware, and we do have more synchronicities. Nancy Jean says, I have been seeing two moons for a long time.
Ooh.
I love that. So much power there. So yeah. Aw. Okay, I got you, Liz. And also, we're doing the dream show tonight. So Liz is bringing in some dreams.
Oh, that's always fun.
Yeah. Hi, Jen B. So anyway, I do want to say welcome everybody that's coming in, and we'll get into some readings here in a minute. Is there anything else that you want to talk about what you see coming in right now? You're so gifted, Jean. I don't know if everybody knows how gifted you are, but Jean can just.
Well, thank you. You're so sweet. You're making me blush. You know, it's, I have rose colored glasses on. I know that a lot of what's going on is not for me. It's not for us. It's for the people who have not awakened, or
Yeah.
have noticed, or opened up their awareness. It's to shake people awake. It's to say, stop a minute, open your eyes, take a breath, and look around, and evaluate what's important. You know, so I know that this is not for me, because it is I'm already aware. I'm already and all of us here are aware and awakened, and we just feel that that new earth is what they call it, or the higher dimension. Oh, and I was just listening to, what's her name, Diane Cooper, I think is her name, and
So in love. So in love.
did you see that? She's really, really good. She's a channeler, and she does the most beautiful card decks, and she oracle decks and unicorns and all that. She's really great. And so she goes in and she says, as we move into the fifth dimension, I see the seventh dimension coming. I'm like, seven? Girl, I'm barely getting to five. You're talking. And she's like, it's here now. Like, we are moving in. We're having this different utopia, like 2032. I think she's like telling us that we're all going to see such a big difference. And she knows that all of this heavier, denser systems that don't work for anybody, that don't affirm love and life, that they are dying out. And it's really important to, sort of hang on to that vision, or that future, or that inevitability that this is not sustainable, obviously, and that we just have to live through it. We do need to be witness to it, but it's also to help carry the light, carry the vibration and frequency. And it's important for us to, and I always say this, one of my favorite scenarios is when the Grinch who stole Christmas stole everything, and he went like this because he wanted to hear them cry after he stole everything, and went back to the top of the mountain. And he says, they're all waking up, they're all going to be crying and screaming. And he leaned down and he listened, and he could hear something, and he's like, that's not crying, that's not screaming, what is that noise? And it was them singing praises of joy and love. And it was just in a circle, and there was no tree in the center, and they were all singing the praises of joy and love, because it's not about the material things, it's about what we have together, the non-material things. And it's it we still have this love and light, and this is what broke the Grinch's heart. It grew 3 times more, and then he came down and he gave back all the things, and they had a big party together. But it's believing in the higher vibrational opportunities, possibilities, and the future that we know we're here to grow towards, to carry the rest of humanity, to shine the light and to hold the hope and to bring us forward. It's difficult because we do witness the lower vibrational tragedies and injustices that are happening, but we're watching the end of it. We are watching the end of it because it hadn't really ever gone away. It's just rearing its head for the last time. But so I'm really very much rose-colored glasses. I'm very much with, and people are like, well, aren't you concerned? Don't you see I'm like, I understand what's happening. And it doesn't do them any good if I cower and I feel oppressed for them, because they need somebody to hold the light. They need somebody to hold the hope. They need somebody to raise the vibration on this planet. Because if we all feel oppressed for their behalf, it doesn't do anybody any good. I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, that made incredible sense. That was a jewel box right there. Thank you. I do feel I feel the same. Like I feel like a lot of us are living in the fifth and sixth dimension right now in a way that we're walking that line. In the seventh in meditation, right? Or maybe as you walk the line too. But I do feel like that energy as it comes in, if we see the love in people's hearts, it changes the way they feel about themselves too. Not everybody, because not everybody's going to be aware of it, but it does help people quite a bit. These catastrophes and world events as they happen really change the way people look at each other too, and that's a beautiful thing. So, but I do feel like we're sitting in a sweet spot, just being in that fifth and sixth dimension. So I hope everybody else does too. Sorry, I'm trying to also get some things here, some questions for you guys. So anyway, let's go ahead and start on these questions. Energy readings, and Gray came in first. Gray, hi ladies, could you please read on my landlord situation? If they're open to hearing and respecting my concerns or blocked, it's been doing me for too long now, and thanks. Okay, Gray.
I think it depends on the approach. If you approach them with a solution to your grievance, or if you share your grievance, they are there's things that they can interact. I worked with somebody who did rentals, and it's, you're there to rent the property and to transaction, and any other personal situations or barking dogs or somebody staying up late, that's a community issue and not a landlord issue. Even though the landlord is there to rent you the space, to make sure the space is safe, to make sure the space is you know clean and working in working order. But any other grievance that you have personally with anybody else or any other situation around you, and I don't know, does this have anything to do with money? Um, because it's not, it's really, I hate this, I don't want to be curt, but money issues is really not their problem. But if you say, I understand your position, I understand that this is an agreement that we made ahead of time, and this is my mm, proposal, that if this happens, then after that, I will do this, this, and this, or I can, mow my own lawn, clean my own, you know, filters, or whatever it is, paint my own house. I can help out, give them a solution that they would be able to benefit mutually. Sometimes if you just come with a grievance, they have like a closed mind because they hear it all the time.
Yeah, they say that's the problem. I've already made the approach, Jean. That's not the case here. I'm not in the States. Money, no issue. It's in a community based on great values. Okay, interesting, Gray. I kind of got a financial thing coming in too, something. And so whether that's money or an exchange, it's kind of the same thing. Business stuff has um, no relation. Okay. I got 3 orbs came in gray. I don't know what that means, but something about 3 days, 3 weeks, 3 months. It could also be 3 people involved. So I don't know if it's you and your landlord and someone else, or it could be 3 landlords. Okay, the values being ignored due to personal issues and ego protection. Yeah, the other message that I got was document, document, document. Write everything down, and whether you document it in an email that you send to them, but try not to. It is 3 people. Yeah. So whether you document it in an email to them and then copy to yourself and then copy to someone else, that's a good way to do it. But get it documented. So that it's good for them to see it in print, and also that they know that it's documented. And if they know that it's going to someone else, they really don't know who that person is, right? So it kind of, they might think, oh, it's your solicitor or your mom. They don't know. so that's important too. But yeah, ego protection. Yeah. Just be gentle. Don't react. That's a big thing right now. We react to other people's energy. Instead, witness it with compassion. Um, um, okay. Grace says, can you see if Marina has a prejudged or open? Huh. I don't know what that means. I don't know. Yeah. But yeah, something about the 3 and document. So good luck, Gray. I do feel like you're going to get it resolved, but the resolve might be moving too. All right, then we're going to move on. Nancy Ray. Nancy Jean has been seeing 2 moons for a long time. We got that one. And I got your question here too, Nancy Jean. There we go. Okay, may I have a message from my guides on manifesting a move to the area I dream of? Oh, you and me both, Nancy Jean. Gosh. Are you looking at a place in the mountains? Because I'm getting rolling hills, Nancy Jean. This could be a heel, talking like I'm from Missouri, going up and down. But it's also it could be the geography that you're looking at as well. And they're also talking about Cecil, your spirit guide coming in, and that there's going to be trees there, and you're going to recognize it when you see it because of the trees. Yeah, it is Hill, not Hill in Missouri. Okay, she goes, I will be seeing a place Thursday in the area that I love. What do you get on that, Jean?
So I'm getting a guess. It may not actually transact. It may not actually occur until the first quarter of next year, but keep looking. And I feel you in the vicinity where you'll be in driving distance of whatever this beautiful place is. You'll be a closer proximity. I do see you moving. It's definitely yes. And I feel as though it may not happen until the first quarter of next year. But you're looking and you know like what neighborhood or what type of house or what type of, area that you would be interested in. But I think that's beautiful. And the more that you can go and look at places while you're there, the more you're sort of putting in that energy of supporting your ultimate goal. If you just sat home and said, "Oh, I wish I could live there," and never took any action, but because you're taking action and you're bringing in the thoughts, the feelings, what you see, and but the right scenario will come for you.
Yeah, Jen says she heard spring. That sounds really good, and they keep saying clear to me. Like I don't know if clear is in the name, or if it's going to be very clear to you when you see it, because Cecil was also bringing in the tree that's going to be there. So yeah, she is taking action. You are more than welcome. It's an honor to read for you, Nancy Jean. Nancy Jean is an amazing member of the community, Nancy Jean's Garden. So anybody.
I didn't know she went under the, what do you call it? The incognito of Nancy Ray.
Yeah, I may have blown the cover there. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Liz and had a very real dream. Sweet friend died of ALS recently. Was this real or does he have a message? I think I figured it out, but would appreciate validation or other information. So your friend was in your dream, Liz? Oh, you're not Nancy Jean, Nancy Ray says. Okay. And you are taking action. Okay. Well, your guide, do you have a guide that's a dragon, Nancy Ray? Because Nancy Jean does, and that's who I heard coming in. Okay, Liz. Let's see.
I'm getting, if you don't mind me jumping in, I'm getting that it was a visitation, and the message is simply that they're okay, that they are, they found their way home, and that they are in the light. There is what I feel like they're saying. They're in the light, and the ALS was something that their soul wanted to experience, and also to allow others to be there for them, to allow others to be of service for them, and for them to be, it's to give somebody else the opportunity of loving them and being of service for them. They're just saying they're in the light. It was a visitation to let you know that I'm full of, it's almost like they come through with a luminous kind of quality, but it was a visitation of that I'm okay, I'm in the light and I've made it. Like, and I feel like your souls know each other. I know you're just saying it's a friend, but I think your souls have met each other in past lives as well.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Everything you said, like my pendulum was just going crazy with it, Jean.
I know. I close my eyes. I've got to stop that because I miss a lot.
Died last week. I'm so sorry about that, Liz. Yeah, they're helping you with something, and it has something to do with the ALS and the things that you're going through. Because Liz has had some health challenges, so there's going to be a new way of looking at things. And Liz, you just kind of pulled up your pants and brought in and manifested what you wanted in your latest situation with the hospital. So he definitely had a plan in that, a point in that. So if that's what you're thinking, I think yeah, you've got new strength behind you, Liz. I think that they are definitely there helping you. Hi, Medium Betsy Palmer. Good to see you, my friend. Lots of love. And lots of love to everybody in Hawaii. This was I think it's the second anniversary of the fire.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it just this past week, not today, but this season.
I remember we read that Bodhi tree. Remember, Teri?
Oh my God, yes.
We were
So powerful.
transcending and we were there and the tree was like talking to us. We were like, oh my gosh.
We should pull that out. I want to go back to that and look at that again. Yeah.
It was, I know, it was magical. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, really magical. Okay, Lauren says, I keep seeing a large blue circle around the moon nightly. Beautiful shade of blue. I don't know if this was a question, or just a statement, because we were talking about the two moons that Nancy Ray saw. I feel like this is something special for you, like my blue person that comes in through the window, that they're coming in for you. This is something special for you, Lauren.
I'm feeling that it's a way for you to notice the moon, for you to connect to the moon and to sort of like make a soul connection, because the planets are sentient beings. Gaia is a sentient being. The moon is a sentient being, and the planets are sentient beings themselves. And it's a way for you to connect to the moon. The moon wants to connect to you and let you know that they're there to help guide us and to help to, help us with the change when they wane and when they wax. And I feel as though it's like, pay attention to the moon and open up and take yourself outside of this granular focus into the cosmos. Like it's calling you, it's glowing, it's speaking to you, it made you notice. And I love the moon, and a long time ago I was told, follow the moon. And it's just and I think the moon is I don't know what they call it, like a stationary moon or a void moon. It's called a void moon because of the way of the just the lineup in it. If you I can't remember the guy's name. He has a white beard and a bald head. He's really good. But I was listening to him and he was talking about the void moon and how much the moon is connected to all of us.
Yeah. And I'm hearing, Lauren, to change with that song. So I'm not sure about the lyrics on that because I'm not very good at lyrics, but I would go back and listen to that song or look up the lyrics, because I feel like there's a message there for you. I do feel a lot of angelic and Palladian energy coming in for you right now, Lauren. And they're showing me they're making a path. So kind of like the moon rays that are coming in for you. But you're going to see either a new path. So I don't know if you're doing something new, or you're really going to be following your heart. Oh, astrologer Steve Judd. Yeah.
That's who was talking about the void moon and the significance and the power that it has. And it's almost like, just pay attention. It's important, to connect to.
And Jem B saying she sees the blue moon too. Yeah, we're doing it all in groups. I just want to make a note that Betsy says the old sugarcane train burned down a few days ago before 8/8 in Kahlua Lodge, 80-year-old Lodge Cafe, burned down Sunday. It's hard here. I'm so sorry, Betsy. Yeah, lots of love. We're just going to be surrounding Maui and all the islands in that blue light, because it is the blue energy all around there.
I see a rebuild, and I see an honoring of the past, and the what it had, what the service and what it gave to everybody and provided to everybody. But when the rebuild happens, it's going to be with much more meaning and purpose. And I do feel it's a economic or ecology balance. What would you call that? Ecological, friendly, and almost like cohesive, like having indoors and outdoors, and not just having like refrigerators on. I don't know. It's not so much a drain on the economy, not the economy, ecology. What am I want to say? The environment. And I feel like it's going to be like even more beautiful and balanced, but in honoring of the original. Yeah.
Yeah, and they keep pointing out upcountry to me, Betsy. So I don't know if it was upcountry, but or it's moving upcountry, or if you're moving upcountry, but moving on up. So, which is one of my favorite songs. All right, let's see. Got Nancy Ray, Edward. Hello, Edward. Any guidance from the spirit guides on energies to focus on? Had an energy clearing with Viviani and John yesterday. Feeling more balanced and grounded. Yeah, they do amazing energy work. Betsy Palmer, or excuse me, Betsy, I don't know why I can't stop. Kula is upcountry, spot on. Yeah. So she's talking about John Benny and Viviani, for anybody that doesn't know of them, and they're both amazing energy workers.
I do feel as though they want you to focus on connection to your higher self, and to focus on balancing and bringing in that higher vibrational information and energy into this physical body, into this physical reality, and to pull it in and to keep it balanced. But I just there was one other thing. Oh, and they want you to carry the light, bring it in, and to shine the light. I feel as though what the clearing was yesterday was to leave it behind, and to start fresh, and to start rebuilding that intention every day, and making it a habit, and holding that frequency and vibration of the light and the higher vibrational energies. You're well on your way to the 5th and 7th dimension now, Edward. I'm telling you, Diana Cooper, she knocked me off my socks when she said 7th. I said 7th. Wait a minute.
You guys, she is like this unassuming grandma that you would see a sweet English grandma or grandmom, and she wears these beautiful colors, and she's so angelic. I think she's written a book every year for I don't know how many years. She's just outstanding, the energy that she brings in. And they're showing me the Eye of Horus. So awakening, like Jean was saying. Your energy is coming in right now, and it doesn't matter what you do or what you focus on. It's the way you focus on it is the awakening. So in that awakening, when we look at things in a new way with witnessing awareness, and Eckhart talks about this, so many talk about this, that it's just, it doesn't really matter what we've learned. It matters what we do with it, and the way that we look at things. So we can be just as awakened making a cup of coffee with a Tweety bird on it, as just that thing of doing the cafe press and boiling the water. And you can turn that into like a mantra or a meditation. Washing your car, whatever you're doing every day, look at it differently. And Edward says, that makes sense, Jean. It feels like the lines of energy are clearer now. I need to meditate more. Yeah, and making a cup of coffee can turn into a meditation. So, but Edward's in the tribe sometimes too. So, yeah, come by whenever you want. Okay. And thank you, Tyler. Tyler is coming in.
I know.
Energy.
So, Edward, if I might suggest that instead of maybe choosing words of I need to meditate more, it's like I get to connect more. I get to, and it's available to you now, and it's more easy. It's easier than ever. So it's not a chore. It's not something that you ought to do because that's judgment. It's that you get to because the lines are open and ready. And I know that's what you meant, but sometimes the words that we say have a little bit of an energetic frequency to them.
Yeah, they definitely have power. And going on a walk is a meditation too. Being in the silence is a meditation. Just being quiet. So I think one of the best things I ever did. I've done a couple of silent retreats, and I remember during that silent retreat going on a walk, and it was by beautiful beach. So that was magic anyway. But just everything that I looked at, every piece of sand, every rock, every plant, I kind of communed with. And it was just like, it was the magic of the moment. And that's what we're looking for, the in-between. Pooja Gupta, hello, darling. Any message for my highest good from my guides, please and thank you.
So I do feel, and this is cliche. People say it all the time, and take it with a grain of salt. But it's important to love yourself, Pooja. And what that means is ease up on the judgment of the analyzing what you do, say, or don't do, and don't say, and allow to go with the flow, and allow yourself to make mistakes, allow yourself to be wrong sometimes, and allow yourself to be in the flow. It's important to you have very high expectations of yourself, and I think other people have high expectations, and other people say, well, why did you get a B, or something, but that's not what the energy that is loving for Pooja. It's you'll do better next time. Don't worry about that egg that you cracked. You got it. Next time, you meant well. It's okay. And let's try it, a different way. Or, be encouraging, be your own coach, really be kind and loving to yourself. And if you need to imagine that there's a Pooja here that is your higher soul, and then there's a Pooja here in this human body, and you wanted this higher soul Pooja to say, the Pooja that's in this human, we have to navigate this life, it's not easy. So just say, don't worry about it, Pooja. You'll get them next time. It's all right. When one door opens, another door closes. Whatever you can say for yourself, it'll really release that judgment, that analyzing, that, comparison. Feel like there's I should be where that other person is. I took the same classes and I'm not where that other person is. I feel as though it's the more that you can encourage yourself, have kind words for yourself, the self-talk, make sure it's positive. Nobody's perfect. It just, I didn't mean to say that about myself, and give it to the angels. It really makes a huge difference, the way you treat yourself.
Yeah, well, while you were saying that, I just felt this huge release. So I don't know if that was you, Pooja, or me, but it could have been everybody in the chat. But I do feel like we're washing away that thing of self-talk and ego and judging ourselves. And that's part of the 3D. So, and of course, you work with the light. They were also saying, Baby, Won't You Light My Fire? That song was coming in. So try to set the night on fire. It's really magical, and it has so much power for what you're working with right now, Pooja. You're really on your path. And I do feel like we are all releasing those little pieces of ourselves. And not only are we doing that, we're bringing back the little pieces that were left behind and bringing them back into our heart. So, whether it happened something when you were 3 years old or something that happened when you were 70 years old, something that maybe you judged or you were judged by. That's how we might have perceived it. That we're bringing back all those little pieces and saying, I love you and you light my fire. So I really, really love that. I do want to mention, Edward Keith said that his daily meditation is mushroom coffee. I feel you. I have my cafe press, and I make that every day, and it's really a beautiful thing. And Sal and Betty are talking about the horrible fire at the Grand Canyon and what happened there. So yeah, it's a lot. And Pooja said she felt it too, that I was judging a lot and comparing my life to others. I will work on it. Yeah, you already have, just by being aware of it now. So that is always the first step. All right, we've got a couple more. Rafaela, I'm not sure if we can get to you. We've both got a time crunch here today. So Mangled Unicorn, often when we do stuff, can I get a message from my Aunt Lisa? She passed a decade ago. Grandma misses her bad in her illness. I'm trying my best, but not in her. But I'm not her. Miss her to bits. Oh, honey, yeah. Mangled, do you want to go ahead and go?
No, go ahead.
Jacqueline, I do feel like your Aunt Lisa is there with your grandma right now. And I do feel like her heart, it did, like we were talking about a big release earlier. I do feel like there has been a big release for your grandma. I don't know if she's aware of it, but in her heart, I could feel the pain. And that was a huge release. You can let go of the worry of that. That is not your problem. That is not your cross to bear. They're talking about to carry that. You are the granddaughter. So that is not your contract. Yeah, it's like there's going to be a big blanket coming in for grandma. Like somebody is holding her. It's not just Aunt Lisa. There's somebody else there holding her, somebody on the other side. So I don't know if it's her mom or if it's her partner. And it's not just one. There's a group there that they have. And lots of flowers around your grandma too right now, Jacqueline. As she's going through this, like there's a blossoming coming in. This could be your heart blossoming in her heart, but lots of openings.
Yep. So she also said, I'm sad for what comes, but I'm excited for her to be with her kids again. And what I was picking up is that you do look like Aunt Lisa, or you remind your grandmother of Aunt Lisa. And I do feel as though Aunt Lisa is connecting with your grandmother, and it makes her think of her more. And she's in her thoughts and awareness, because she's been visiting with her. And I feel as though it may be a really good opportunity to discuss the afterlife with grandma and tell her where Lisa is and what Lisa's doing and what opportunities and how she feels when she's on the other side, and how much Lisa can see what we're doing here And, when your day comes, this can also be true for you. Or just ask her how she feels. And, you know, it's, I know that our loved ones come back and they visit us as we're moving closer to that time. Um, but yeah, I think that Lisa is just saying, take it as an opportunity, and that she is visiting with her. And I think that's why she's in the forefront. And plus, you not look like her, but you remind her, like maybe she was around your age or a little younger when she passed. I don't know. But, there's just like your grandmother is like seeing you as a reminder, even if you just have the same coloring, the same build, something like this. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. She's been easing her into it. I told her it's going to be okay no matter what, that the other side is a place of love and joy. Oh, that's huge, honey. Yeah. Yeah. She's got a group over there already that have been talking to her. I don't know if she's conscious of it, but, but, but it feels like they're really easing her into it at the same time. So, something about the throat chakra too that came in, mangled unicorn. So I don't know if it's that she's having trouble speaking, or maybe in her life she had a hard time saying what she wanted to say, or perhaps she said things in a way that didn't um, she can't abide in now, in a way that things that have been said. So send light through the back of the throat chakra to her, loving light. So I feel like she's going to tell you something special. And you were talking about that, Jean, too.
Mm.
Yeah. Yeah. To spend this time with her. It's just beautiful. Beautiful energy. She could be harsh with her kids, but it's softer now. Yeah. I think that's it. I think she needs to let go of that. She's still got a clog there. So, and you can just send love in the back of her throat chakra. All right. Beautiful energy. Yeah. You get to see the best of grandma. Isn't that the way, man? Isn't that the way? Yeah. Yeah. My daughter said a while back, she said, I wish you would have been like this when I was a kid. My response was, I wish I could have too. So, oh, honey, I really wish I could have. Okay. Let's see. Donna Marie. My bestie girlfriend passed on August 6th. I know she's at peace now, but sure have had visitation like crazy, stuff going on. I love that, Donna Marie.
Yeah, I'm so sorry for your loss, Donna Marie. I feel like she was your sister in a past life, and that you guys reconnected and reunited. I feel like you were the loyalty and the ability to confide in someone was extremely valuable, and somebody to listen to you just spout off, and not judge you for it, and know that it was just like you spouting off. But she says that she's still there for you to do this. She said, I have not gone. My energy has transitioned, but my connection to you lives on. We were and always will be connected through lifetime. So you can count on her. And I think that she's like really excited to let you know, make sure that you see me doing this. Make sure you see me flickering the lights. Make sure you see me, whatever she's doing to, make you think of her. She wants you to know it's like she's jumping for joy, and that, and how it's bittersweet, because I know that she's gone, but I do feel like you're going to have a whole new relationship with her, she's going to be there and show you the way, and maybe even help you with your connection to loved ones on the other side. I know you're working on your mediumship, and you can ask her, hey, that lady's mom is not talking to me. Can you tap her on the shoulder and tell her to talk to me? I had a man sitting there like this. He's like, I don't know you. So I'm like, Dad, come on, go over there and get him, will you? So it's like an assist on the other side. But she's really thrilled. Yeah, you felt like sisters. Yep. That was your, I think, and you'll have lifetimes together again. It's exciting.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, I'm getting a big heart that she sent me, like a huge heart. And I feel like I'm kind of hearing that song, Two Hearts Beat as One. Like you guys knew what the other one was thinking. You were connected like sisters, like Jean's saying. And then they showed me two smaller hearts. I don't know if she left behind um, two children. I don't know if it's your children. I don't know if it's animals. She also brings forward your dog in your picture. So I do feel like it has something to do with something about animals also, like either your dog sees her or somebody. And they're also bringing forward butterflies, Donna Marie. So she'll come to you in butterflies. The dog already knows she's there. Do you have her dog? Your children, yeah. And she loved your dog, yeah. Okay. She thought the dog was hers, is what she's saying now. She's like, that's my dog. So, in the kids. So she's watching over your children, and the dog is going to be able to communicate with you somehow through her. So just know that when your dog comes in, if you're tired and your dog comes up and cuddles you, part of that is also a hug from her. So beautiful energy. Yep, yep, yep. They got you, kid. So love that energy, Donna Marie. I know it's hard when it happens, but she is on your side and she's got her finger in everything. that's what they show me a lot when they leave. They're like, well, we were close when we were here, but now I got my finger on every little thing that's happening. Michelle Krantz, could I please have a message as to what I need to know right now for my highest good? Thank you.
And I will need to be heading out soon. So
Okay.
this might be
Yeah.
the last one, Teri. Thank
Yeah,
you.
this is the last one, definitely.
Oh.
Are you reading something else?
No. I'm reading Michelle, and I
Okay.
hear I hear you're embarking on a new chapter, and I feel like there's like a freedom and a creativity that's coming through you. They want you to act on the opportunities. It may not come to pass, but they still want you to act on those opportunities. You have nudges to maybe either take a vacation or start a book or write a journal, or whatever these little nudges are, at least take action, at least make an attempt, at least see if it's something that is for you. Because I feel like if you're guided to go to a ceramics class or go to an art festival or something, it's not the art festival, it's what is going to connect to you at that art festival. So when you feel nudges or you feel guided or you feel opportunities come up and you're like, huh, and then you're like, well, I'm not really into art, just go. If you feel I feel like you're being more guided and more nudged and more opportunities. And even when you act on them, they'll be like, guys, she can hear us, send in more, she's actually moving this time, she's actually hearing us, come on. You'll go, and then you'll get another hit, or I mean, you just don't know, but follow the nudges. They want to guide you, and it's important for you to take those steps, and it really is very magical. You don't have to stay, you don't have to go to the farmers market or the art fair every single time. It's just take action. They want to know that you can feel them, hear them, and that you will follow the guidance. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
It's like you're looking at things differently now too, Michelle. It's like you got a new frame, and the frame is kind of wonky. Like it's got a new energy, or a new, what is that Pointer Sister songs? I got a new attitude. So yeah. So your frame of reference is going to change a little bit while you walk around, like Jean was saying, when you walk around the art show. You're going to see things in a different manner. And you're going to know things and remember things in a different manner too. Like you're just going to be drawn to it. it's going to be real interesting for you. So I love that for you, Michelle. It's beautiful. So I want to thank our guest, SunPsychic Jean, for being here today.
I had so much fun with you, Teri. Thank you for hosting. I'm telling you, it's really such a pleasure. And I know it's not easy working the chat, reading them, getting the responses, being the host. So thank you for hosting. It was a lot of fun.
Oh, thank you. I'm so glad you were here. It was just a joy to have you. And thank you, everybody that was here. Soul Candy, we missed you. I'm so sorry. We will put you at the top of the list next time. So please be here. And tonight I'll be on with the Dream Show. So come by that. And you've got 2 more shows today, Jean.
I do. 1 o'clock, I'm on with Nancy Crone's Intuition. Here I am. I got Nancy Jean on. Maybe we're all thinking of her for a reason.
What's going on with Nancy Jean?
And then I'm on with Teri Suzuki and Wisdom Seeker Joan at 3:30. So 1 and 3:30, I'll be on again. So come on back and check it out.
Lovely. Love that. Love that. All right, everybody. Have a great one. Namaste.
Bye, everybody.